Hi all. Now this is a globe, and you may wonder, there's a big discussion if the Earth is round. And this discussion is especially now in the Skype rooms where I'm in, and I really wonder how people really defend a position or come again to a position where they say the Earth is flat, like a plate, and like a frisbee plate. And they really get angry when you try to discuss with them that the Earth is a globe. And there's a funny video and on YouTube too. And there is a German pilot in retirement, and the pilot says he flies for decades for a certain line, and then after he retired, he discovered, or lets them convince by the flat earthers, this is a group they call them flat earthers today, that the Earth is a plate. Yes. And it's quite funny because I thought about it, and it came to my mind that this pilot took his routes around the world, or from one continent to the other continent, perhaps 20 years, with the navigation maps of a globe, because all airlines use maps based on a globe. And then after the retirement, he says the Earth is a plate, but I guess he forgot he used perhaps 20 years or so the navigation maps of a globe. And when you say this in the Skype rooms, people really say they don't accept it. And they also accept it when you say that the moon is a sphere, that all the planets in our solar systems and planets beyond our solar systems are also a sphere. So you could assume that the Earth is also a sphere, and round. They don't accept it. They say to you, you can prove it. It's like you would prove an apple is round because an orange is round. And I said, of course, because the planets are based on physical laws in the universe. And so it's impossible that only the Earth would be a plate when all the other planets are spheres, And there's another thing, when you see this, the map of the globe, and they say the North Pole, yes, is a real pole, but the South Pole, Antarctica, isn't a pole, it's a border, it's an icy border around this plate, and this is Antarctica. But then you stretch this globe map to a plate map, you will discover that when you always take the right distance between the continents, that the Pacific Ocean would be spread a double its size at least. And so I said that when they made or developed the maps, historically, the sailors in the 15th century, 16th century, etc., that they had to be, they have to rely on the maps. Otherwise, when these maps, which were based on a globe, wouldn't fit, they would simply starve or run out of water and sea, because the distance in the Pacific Ocean would be twice, And they don't accept it. They say the Earth is a plate. And I think I don't know, am I mad or all the other people mad? But slowly I think I'm the only one that says the Earth is a globe. Quite interesting and funny. I just want to tell you this, and for me the Earth will stay a globe because I live near the Alps, you know, and we have some rather high mountains here, perhaps 3,000 meters altitude. And when you on the top of the mountains, and it's clear, and you don't need to go on the mountains of 3,000 meters, you know. It's quite enough if you go on a mountain of 2,000 or 2,500 meters. And then you look to the horizon, and at clear weather you clearly can see that there is something like how can I say this, inclination, and something like a little bit of a curve. So for me, the Earth simply is a globe. I don't know. I mean, it really, as they have to pass thousands of years till mankind came to the decision and were convinced of the Galileans that the Earth is a globe, you know. And so now, I don't know what this should, but just want to tell you that there's this discussion between the flat earthers and, like they say, absolutely brainwashed people who simply are limited in their view to the new, that the Earth again would be a plate and flat. Okay, dear ones, again, wonderful 2016, and love you all. Bye bye.